In the past year or so, some homeowners are seeing an astounding increase in the value of their homes. In Sunbelt states like Arizona, Nevada, and California, home prices have soared 20 to 30%. Obviously, that kind of increase is hard to sustain, so we ask this question. Is it worthwhile to cash out and wait for the bubble to pop? That's a topic in the latest edition of Money Magazine, and Cybelle Weiser from the publication is here to talk about it. It's such an interesting article.
I know. You're sitting on a pile of cash and you think,
I could make so much money in one fell swoop.
You see your neighbor sell and you think, what did they get for this place?
Exactly.
Yep.
But you have some options for us.
We
so
do.
You can really make an informed decision. So let's go over option one, which would be to cash out and sit it out.
That's right. Cash it out, rent, wait for this bubble to burst, and then buy back again, I suppose. Now, we caution that this scenario really pretty much never works for anybody. And the reason is that people aren't taking into account the transaction costs, which could add up to 10 to 15, even more of your home price.
You mean the stuff you pay your real estate agent?
That's right. The real estate agent, the closing costs, there's going to be some moving costs associated with it. Numbers really add up astoundingly.
So, but what if you're making a good, hearty profit?
Well, even so, housing prices would have to drop in your local market 15-20% for you to actually come out ahead. That's a big drop. That would be really major, historical.
And when you say sit it out, do you mean rent a place? Or do you mean buy a new place?
We mean rent a place and then later plan to buy a new place. That would how we ran the numbers. You're also losing that tax deduction, and if interest rates continue to increase, and we just heard that they are going to, you're probably going to be looking at paying more for your mortgage. Hard to make these numbers work.
You're not kidding. Okay, option two, cash out and invest.
Right, okay, take the pile of money and do something with it. Well, again, this is going to be a hard scenario to make work, and the reason is it's almost impossible to time the market. You just, you could end up losing all this cash that you built up in your home rather than actually coming out ahead.
You have to be awfully good at picking out
awfully
stuff.
Good.
Option three, cash out and downsize.
Okay, well now we're talking about something that could work. If you're an empty nester, your kids are grown, they've moved away from home, yeah, this may be a good time to think about selling and getting to something smaller. Even better, people who are holding risky mortgages, short-term adjustable rate mortgages, interest-only loans, yeah, you may want to think that, you can get into a house that you could afford.
Who came up with those interest-only loans?
Oh, they are selling like wildfire.
Right, it's just because it's so cheap to get a mortgage that way.
Well, with home prices as they are, sometimes it's really hard for people to get into the home they want. They may need to think about a different home.
Exactly, because man, that's putting yourself into a hole. Okay, option four, cash out and stay put.
Right, this is what we're called a reverse mortgage. This is only available if you are 62 or over. That's where essentially it's a mirror image of a regular mortgage. The bank kind of pays you for your home. They give you either regular installments or a lump sum.
And that's really good for, as you said, over 62.
Over 62.
And why would that be a good option for someone who's retired?
Well, basically, at this point, you're looking at draining the equity out of your home. But it's an opportunity to stay in the home and put some of that equity to use without having to move.
Thank you very much, Cybelle Weiser from Money Magazine, and I apologize for my ringing phone. I'm sure it's someone very important calling.
Sure. The space shuttle.
Maybe it's the astronauts. Thank you so much.